Yeah, West Coast We Active podcast, number one independent podcast in the world. I need you to go to WestCoastWeActive.com, number one independent website in the world. Why, you ask? Because it's me, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, Jaron Draws, and the whole family. Tune in, stay active, don't miss out, get some merch, freshen up. Summertime's coming. We need to stay busy. Much love to y'all. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get at me. Yeah. We got DJ K Rock in the building, y'all. DJ K Rock, what up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Big Silencer?
Hey, man, it's such a blessing to have you. Apologize for the technical difficulties. You know how this live stuff works. I was just telling my lady maybe we need to push it back a little bit or something. I always say 6 p.m., but fuck, I guess it tries to get the audience in and build something up a little bit, but something always happens.
It's rock and roll. Sometimes it goes late.
Yeah, man, and you are a rock star, and you are shining right now, and you are a hard worker. Let's get in it. Yeah, I appreciate you being on the show tonight, man. I appreciate you so much. To get into it from my side to your side, where do you come from, and how did you get into this musical journey of yours?
I grew up in Santa Barbara, and that's where I started to, be in bands, and that's where my musical career started. Santa Barbara back in the day, and then I moved to San Francisco for a bit, but I didn't feel like the music scene at that time was what I was looking for, and LA was just going off. So I went down to LA, and I found a lot of great things. The first thing is I hooked up with Perry from Jane's Addiction. We started that thing, back in the day, and we did a record, which was actually just re-released last year. And then from there, my journey began. And after that, I started a project with my friend Danny from Tool, Danny Carey.
Oh, wow.
We're still in Tool to this day. One of the greatest drummers in history. We did a band called Carmageddon back in the day. We recorded a record that was never released, but it was great stuff. I hope one day it will be. After that, I was always in touch with my friend from Guns N' Roses, Chris Pittman. And finally, we've been like working on little things. And then finally we did a record around the time that the Guns N' Roses record came out, Chinese Democracy. And we were actually hooked up with Guns management and distribution. We really were affiliated with Guns N' Roses during that time. So that was called Sex Tapes.
Wow.
And so I did that. And then after Sex Tapes, then I did Chainflower. Still doing Chainflower. And during that time, I started DJing, and that's how DJ came about.
Man, I mean, that was a pretty quick summary right there.
That's a long trip.
Yeah, what got you into music? Was it a family thing, or was it just you decided you picked it up just loving the music at school? What got you into
that's a good question. My dad is a musician, so I always grew up with music. He's a jazz guy, but I think once I heard rock, that just changed my life forever. Once I heard that sound, I was like in, and I started actually on the piano, like kids do when they're young. And then I got into guitar when I was going to school, started learning guitar and then doing bands later on. So that's how I started.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you just play the guitar and then you just...
No, I mean, I did keyboards for a while and I did bass. The Jane's Addiction project, I was playing bass. So I've done
bass.
Yeah.
Man, how long were you working with Jane's Addiction?
It was about a year, It was in the very beginning. We did it was so crazy, I joined the band and my first first show was this crazy like desert festival out in the desert, and we played with the legendary band Sonic Youth and some other bands, and I was just like thrown into this scene, which was amazing. It just took off from there. But I love playing bass, and that was that was one of the things I enjoyed doing.
Yeah, being a bass player, that is the key rule to all music. I mean, that's insane. You're playing for these big bands, and you just jump into the scene like that. What was that rush like for you?
It was great. I mean, it was really exciting. It was always busy. Something's going on. We were playing constantly, back then, and we were playing it all over Hollywood, LA. Then we went on tour. We actually went up to Seattle, and some other West Coast things like that. But yeah, it was really exciting. There was something always going on with rock back in the day in Los Angeles. It's different now. Obviously, we know how it is now, and it changed. But back then, it was really exciting. A great time to be in LA.
Yeah, for sure. What were some of the greatest times for you back in those days? Like, what was? I mean, to coming into this era. I know it's more digital and everybody wants to be online. I mean, back then you guys got to have it raw, rugged, raw. Shows were more intense. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, it was all about live shows back then. It's like you just couldn't get enough, and there was always live things going on. I think we played like live every week, and our shows were crazy. We were very fortunate to have dedicated fans from the beginning that loved our stuff, and it was just great. It was, it was great to be on stage and then to party afterwards. It was always fun, but performing was the best for sure. And to be part of that history, we're in that movie, that film that came out, I think it was last year, the year before, Desolation Center. So, I'm really glad that time, that place in history is being documented. Desolation Center, for those who don't know, is a film about sort of the beginning of desert festivals before Coachella. So it was like the beginning of all that.
Man, you have a real connection
to the desert. You get a chance to see the film.
I noticed you got like a strong connection to the desert. Most of your photos you and Chainflower do are in like the desert. You guys
there's something about it. We did our last video, Chainflower, in the desert, just because it seemed like, we wanted something grand, and we were thinking about doing LA, but then in the end, there's nothing like just the wide open desert, and you can see in the visual of that video how it works so well.
Our mind's like a wide open desert, right?
Oh, that's right. It can be.
Hey, K-Rock, you got all these unique sounds. You got so many different varieties to you. What was it like transitioning from rock and roll to being a DJ?
You know what? I had done, because I do video editing as well. So I've done like, like soundtracks and video, like music editing and composition for that kind of content. And so, I mean, that stuff isn't really rock, as you know, it's more cinematic, which lends itself more to like EDM and pop. And it didn't really seem like it was a huge transition. But I mean, there was definitely a learning curve, and it was interesting, like diving, especially into EDM, which is so different from rock. But I don't know. I guess I have a feel for it.
So you just transitioned like right into EDM, and plus you're into technology. Do you find it hard, the technical part behind it?
No, because I've always been down with computers. I mean, my background is not just music, but visual arts too. I'm an art director and editor, so I've been doing that for a long time. So I've always been involved with computers, creating art in some way.
How'd you get into the art and digital world?
I could always draw. I mean, I was fortunate that I could draw enough to create like a portfolio, and I became an illustrator for companies like the beach and surf and snow industries, and that was a great in just to like visual arts. And so from there, I started out being an illustrator. From there, I learned graphic design, then art direction, and then editorial, visual editing, and motion graphics. And now I pretty much do video and film editing.
Man, you're the one-stop shop.
I mean, I feel lucky that I can do both, like music and art. That's like, to me, that's like the ultimate, and I love both.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. And it's a special feeling to have, especially when you create something from yourself, and you see somebody else likes it. There's no better feeling in the world.
Yeah.
So EDM, and I see that you like EDM and reggaeton. Where did you find the love for those such genres?
EDM. I started out DJing for festivals, and that's sort of the genre for festivals, right? And I really wanted to do like original and remixes. I didn't want to just be like a DJ who comes in and plays tracks, in a club. I wanted to do like something more on a grand scale, and that's sort of what EDM is, especially now these days. But it's been that way for like 10, 15, almost 20 years. It's just evolved to this huge thing, and that was always like attractive to me, and I dove into it. And it, there's some things, that are similar to rock. I have to say, you can get really dark, and you can get driving, and you can get pounding, just like rock. It's just different set of sonic tools, So I found it really suited my drive to create like unique new sounds.
No, most definitely, and when I see your guys' performance in Chainflower, it shows through your creativity, because I know you have a high involvement in that band, and you guys really blow the socks off of people, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, so everybody that tunes in,
Yeah, it doesn't matter when I perform, whether it's live with a guitar or in front of a laptop or a fucking Dex. It's still high energy for me. The energy has to be there. And if I'm playing my stuff, I'm just in it. It's all good, I'm just rocking. It doesn't matter if it's rock or EDM, I'm rocking.
Real live rock star, y'all. This is DJ K-Rock for everyone tuning in. They have a band called Chainflower. Go run the numbers up. Stream on all major platforms. Listen to their music. Get back at me and let me know what you think about it, because I really love these people, and they're good people. They're living their lives, and they're working really hard. Okay, well, I got these links here. Shared link, festival, your SoundCloud. Do you want to share your SoundCloud first, or do you want to share your trailers that you send in?
You could either one. It depends if you want to do music or visual. That one trailer, I think it's number 3. That's actually a great trailer that introduces what I do, with festivals. My new record is called Festival Extended Mix, Festival 001 Extended Mix. So one or the other.
Well, let's get into it, man. Let's move how you want to move. This is your show tonight, man. I let everyone. This is your platform.
Let's see the visual, because that's a pretty striking video. So let's run that trailer.
Let's get it. DJ K-Rock, y'all. Ooh, sheesh.
That's awesome.
That was a blowout right there, my brother.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Who's doing these
Um,
promos for you? Because I automatically want to book you.
well, I mean, that's what I do. You know, I create these promos. So I do like the editing and that's one of my remixes. You know, the actual sound, the music that you're hearing. So it's great to like bring it together into one whole piece like that, like a visual. That's a great promo, you know, like trailer. Plus, it has great music to it.
Yeah, and it showcases your talent. That's so amazing, man. Yeah, we were just talking about like that music you make. It could be in movies, video games. Have you looked into synchronization for those type of projects?
Yeah, we're just starting to check all that out for sure. Yeah.
Most definitely video games, because the video game space is huge and kids are making millions right now. So I don't know, like I would try to attack these influencers that are on YouTube. Maybe if they hear DJ K Rock on my shit, you know,
Oh yeah.
because one of those that's just like a quick plug like that on a video game would be dope. You know, flying through a game, hearing that song is crazy. So I think it would work. And you could retire off of a big video game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really
Absolutely.
dope. Okay, so that was trailer 4. Let's get into your next trailer. What trailer you want to play? 2 or 1?
You can do 2. You know, we're playing them sort of backwards. We actually did these. I did these trailers as like a build-up, sort of like a, you know, a build-up like films do, right? How they do like a mystery trailer, and then they add more to it. The next trailer, and the next trailer is like a reveal. So that's why I labeled them 1, 2, and 3. But we can play them out of order. It's no big deal. So let's do number 2.
Man,
We'll
maybe
go
this
backwards in time.
is a better movie. Here we go, y'all. Number 2 trailer. I just want to show it off because I could talk about your talent, but it's better to show people how you work and how you get booked, you know, because this is professionalism. Like I like to get professionals on here like yourself. And the way you move, you stay booked, you stay traveling, you stay, you know, that's the way to roll in this industry. And for youngsters coming up in the game, watching someone like yourself is a blessing.
Oh, thank you, man.
So we're gonna get into number 2, y'all. Trailer number 2.
Nice.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, that's theatrical
Oh, thanks, brother.
theatrical moments. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for my company. My wife just said we need that for one of our intros. Movie, you know.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, anytime you're like tapping into that cinematic, you know, mindset or look, it's huge because everybody has experienced that, and that just takes you to a different level. You know.
Before we get into another trailer or anything like that, what's it like preparing your mind for a major festival or even like traveling for one? How do you prepare yourself?
It really depends on you know, what I'm going to throw down for that festival. Sometimes I actually do different genres, but it's sort of a mash of EDM. But I mean, example is I just did Cali Bud Fest in Las Vegas, and I had to like do more of a reggae, you know, leaning set. So I had to prepare like a reggae, you know, like reggae mixes and so on. So a whole set that has that genre. And then recently I just did a show with Fozzy, you know, the rock band Fozzy down in Orange County. That was a great show at the Garden Amphitheater, and that I had to do rock, and I had never done that before. For me, that was cool because that is me. So I could tap into all my own demos, throw down shit that nobody's ever heard, along with some rock tracks. It was really cool. So it really depends on what I feel like the event calls for, you know.
Yeah, I mean it can't be easy trying to put yourself into those shoes. I just try to imagine like you had to really go be Bob Marley at that reggae fest. You had to go be, you had to tap into your roots right there with that rock. You had to get into those shoes. That's crazy.
And for me, I'm a musician first. But really, that's what I learned about diving into other genres besides rock. It's really like being a musician first and being a composer first rather than a genre first. And for me, that's really the way to look at it. If I can bring myself and put myself into these genres, then hopefully the quality will be there regardless of which one. So
And I salute you for that, man. Like I
yeah,
said, you stay moving and grooving. It ain't easy. I see you out there. I see you around all kinds of different people, and I get blown away because
thanks,
you
brother.
show up and you bump shoulders, you shake hands, and you walk out the door with a smile on your face, and you get work. And that's the way to
Absolutely.
move out here in the world. And that's the way to move.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you take amazing photos. I was just telling my lady, like your presence, that's the way to get it. I'm not like, this man right here is someone to look up to, y'all, because his presence in the world is the way to roll. For bookings, for everything, he is a real rock star. He shows up, he's fitted head to toe. you know
Oh, you were with us in Players Ball. That was awesome.
yeah, and
Right?
I apologize for missing the Fozzy show. That really broke my heart because I was
Oh,
really,
I know. We were waiting for you.
yeah, missed out. You know what I mean? Like I was bummed about that one, but I try to stay
It's
up
all
on
good.
what.
It's all good.
This damn world's got me so busy. I'm booked till November. Honestly, I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
no worries.
or January. Yeah, I'm
You'll
just
be at
trying
the
to
next one.
I'm just trying to take off holidays right now. So yeah, man. I appreciate you so much for being on this show tonight. You are a super talent. You're a legend in your own right, for sure. Okay, so we have trailer number one. You want to rock that before we get into the music?
Yeah, we could. This one is like really like a mystery trailer. It doesn't really give a whole lot away, but it is more. It is like cinematic, and it sort of sets up the feeling that I wanted to convey in the other trailers. You know.
All right, Joe. I'm enjoying these trailers. I love movies and theatrical stuff like this. I'm a Scorpio, man. I'm all about the
Oh, nice! I love it. Hell
I
yeah!
love
The
this, you
big
know what I mean?
drama.
This is
It's awesome.
awesome. I love drama. All right, here we go.
All right.
TJ K Rock, y'all. I want a DJ K Rock movie soon, y'all. DJ K Rock
No,
movie coming soon.
now I have to do the movie. These are all like the trailers. Now we got to do the James Bond movie. That'd be amazing.
Starring James Bond himself.
It's awesome.
All right, you guys. To find this man's music, I need you to go to SoundCloud Music. It's a universal program, a platform where you can find all music streaming. He has festival music, y'all. DJ K Rock. This is the stuff that you need played at your events. Extended Mix is the mind blowing album from DJ K Rock, featuring new music from remixes of iconic performances by Adele, Pop Smoke, Black Sabbath, The Verve, Cardi B, Roddy Ricch, Offset, Blur, The Baby, 50 Cent, Beyonce, and more. Exciting new sound masterfully matches EDM, pop, hip hop, R&B, and rock. So he's got all the flavors, man. He's got the taste for your mouth, and he's going to get you guys moving and grooving out there. And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Having a good time out there on the dance floor. You got it all, man. You're with the new cats. You'll be vibing with these young cats. You be getting the old cats dancing. You be at jazz festivals, blues festivals. You be at weed festivals.
You know, that's a one thing about DJing that I realized is that it really expands my reach. You know, like I said, I'm still a musician. It doesn't really matter what genre, as long as I can get my voice and my creativity out there. That's the goal.
Well, Stephanie, do you mind if I play this festival extended mix?
Let's get it.
Let's get it, y'all. DJ K-Rock live in the mix.
Once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck up in my face, bomb ass tight, rack stuck up shack height, jury on me flashlight. I've been listening last night, hit him with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. Bad listen up the Benny band, they remember Balenciaga party back and all these bitches fuck. It's big bags, listen up the Benny band, take them neck, bring back, party back and all you bitches fuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up.
DJ K-Rock, y'all. Oh shit, K-Rock on the motherfucker. We got DJ K-Rock live in the mix. Y'all call in. Number is on the screen, 626-569-8299. 626-569-8299. DJ K-Rock in the mix. Go stream his music on all major platforms.
Been on this since we was kids. I fill my mind up with ideas. Cases fumes. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. He's just about to lose. Papa made a kiss of real. He's nothing out of this fool.
DJ K-Rock with the flavors, y'all. DJ K-Rock with the flavors. Woo! It's a party, y'all. Tune in. A party on a Tuesday.
Left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep. I'm dreaming of paradises, but I'm not asleep. Just left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep.
For those tuning in, we got DJ K-Rock live in the mix, y'all. Live in the mix. Got all the flavors. Stick around, tune in, go tell a friend to come check him out. We are listening to the SoundCloud mix.
Shawty made that ass clap, she don't need no high fashion, like gold, D-Way, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you gotta go high. I've been the beat, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my product? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of food. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, baby. I wanna start at the top of the bottom, baby. You know I like when you ride at the top. She pushing the yo-yo, money doing cash, that's deep pro. You got a feeling I keep you inside my heart. I keep forgetting, cause I don't stop. You see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. And since you got it, you make me going through it. Shawty made that ass clap, she don't need no high fashion, like gold, D-Way, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you gotta go. I know I gotta keep my dirty go. Gotta keep my dirty go. Gotta keep my dirty
Gotta keep my dirty shoes going. Having the things, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of food. But let me tell you, I like you a lot. I wanna start at the top of the bottom. You know I like when you rap. She was your name, yo, money doing cash out, pro. If I got a feeling, I keep you inside my heart. And I keep forgetting, because I don't lose the sign. You see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. You see you got it, it make you want to do it.
Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
Take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I heard you spending all this time.
Come on.
Going till you hit the spot.
Not yet. Take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I heard you spending all this time. Going till you hit the spot.
I was talking to the candy.
For those tuning in, it's DJ K-Rock, DJ K-Rock live in the mix, WestCoastWeActive.com. Stop by, get some merch. Summertime is coming, y'all. Summertime's coming. Numbers on the screen, 626-569-8299. Hit up DJ K-Rock for all your needs.
Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot. Take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot. Take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot. Candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot. I'll take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot. I'll take you to the candy shop. Wanna taste the water. I have to spend all this time. Going till you hit the spot.
been alone, I drop the rules on the I'm trying to make you your best kid. Not this me. Go on the phone. Stepping on this with the group on my road. What you mean, I'm a fool with it. I'm up in the middle, I drop the rules on the told my boy I got the game with it. But my brother took it, got some rain on it. Nigga, we used to kick it how you hang on it. I would have been the quick to blow the brains out. Told my boy I got the game with it. But my brother took it, got some rain on it. Nigga, we used to kick it how you hang on it. I would have told my boy I got the game with it. But my brother took it, got some rain on it. Nigga, we used to kick it how you hang on it. I would have been the quick to blow the brains out. Stepping on this with the group on my road. What you mean, I'm a fool with it. I'm up in the middle, I drop the rules on it. My mind on it, then I put my grind on it. With the iron on it, make the niggas vibe on it. I call 500 miles on it. I was running wild on me for $500 on me.
Yeah. For entertainment purposes only. This is DJ K-Rock. All music owned by DJ K-Rock and the artist. He is the mixer, the masterer, and this is the fun.
I tell you,
Forever in your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat. Forever in your heartbeat. in your heartbeat. I can feel your heart.
Hey, that's the song we use for the performance right there. Right there is that's the anthem.
Oh, nice.
Bitch TV Awards anthem.
Big studio award, yeah.
Man, DJ K-Rock, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was DJ
great.
Motherfucker K-Rock, man. I love that mix. I enjoyed that from beginning to end.
Oh, thank you so much. That is our latest record, Festival 001 Extended Mix.
That could be played anywhere, like people are at for a long amount of time. Like that was enjoyable.
Oh, thanks, man.
What an amazing
format. I first played that, debuted at Hempfest last year, and that was great. It went over really well, and it seems like anytime I play it, it gets a great reaction. So I really appreciate that.
I seen people coming and going, and people coming. I mean, like that's why I let it play. I let people come through and see what's rocking, man. And I see people stay.
I know, you just let it go. It's awesome. Thank you.
How long does a record like that take you to make, and what type of equipment do you use to put something like that together?
I mean, you can imagine there's so much stuff happening on this record. You can hear how much detail, and it takes a long time. I mean, this kind of thing takes at least a couple of months to put together. With this kind of level of detail and making sure that everything is seamless, and it's really meant to play in one city. It's not meant to be like a song here. It's one long fucking song, and it works that way. So it takes a while to just compose and evolve. Definitely takes time. I use Logic, and so basically that's what it's recorded on. Whether I'm recording live instruments or using samples, it's all in Logic.
Wow, such an incredible project.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
And I noticed you're a bass man. Those drops of bass in there were so intense.
Bass is my thing, man. I'm always keen on bass. Absolutely.
Most definitely, my brother.
Yeah, one thing I did want to talk about that we didn't cover is that a big part of my career is because of great management. And I'm fortunate to have such a great manager in my corner, Ditch. So I want to do a shout out to Ditch and Hood Associates. I've been working with them for at least 2 years, and it's just been nothing but a great thing. We just keep growing and growing and growing. So all shout outs to Ditch and Hood Associates. That's my brother right there.
Yeah, that's an honorable person. And it's an honor to be a part of that record label with you. And that's how we linked up, was through
Absolutely.
the president himself, Ditch of Hood and Associates Records. Thank you, my brother, for plugging us together, because I have a feeling we're gonna get together one of these days. We're gonna knock out an amazing record.
That'd be great. We got to do a collab, man. I'm down for it. I got a few collabs in the works. I'm always up for doing great things with great peeps.
And I'm glad I really got to listen to this record tonight, because I heard so many samples. Like, I know you probably come across samples all the time.
There's so much shit on that record, dude. And there's actually stuff that you don't really know unless I point it out to you. That's what's cool. There's so many different layers. Obviously there's Cardi B and Roddy Ricch and The Baby, which we hear clear in 50 Cent. But there's shit that's underneath. There's like AC/DC in there. There's like Boston in there. I mean, you heard Blur's in there too, and Black Sabbath. There's like so many different things mashed up. And I think that's like a vision that I have too, is like creating a unique sound out of a lot of different elements.
Well, let's do something really huge together where we stop the traffic. Like, I want our record, when we put it out, to when people stop by that car, they have to roll down their window and be like, what is that? What am I listening to? Like, I don't know, like their first time hearing AC/DC, because I know I could hit those notes and I know I could really write a song like that. So I just need your production behind me, and I think we can really stop traffic with a song.
Oh, fuck yeah, brother. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, my brother.
Anytime there's rock involved, I'm down. That's me. My whole foundation is rock. But to bring it out and stretch it out with all these different genres is amazing. Rock can be so many different things.
Most definitely. It's all about,
to me, like Jay-Z and Kanye are rock and roll. And just by the very fact that NWA was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are you kidding me? They are rock and roll, So there's a lot of different facets to rock.
Hey, we were just talking about Rick Rubin the other day, and he is hip hop. And that's a guitar god and like a musical god. So shout out to all rock and roll, because rock and roll is hip hop. Hip hop is rock and roll. It's a musical thing. It doesn't matter. Like, you could put us in a room together and we're gonna make it work out. Like I said, I want to stop traffic with our song that we make together.
Oh, that'd be awesome. No, let's do it.
All right, K-Rock. Any other shout outs you want to give before we head out for the show?
That was the main one. I just wanted to really like thank Ditch, because without him, I wouldn't be here. Really. I mean, it definitely takes talent, but the business side is huge as well. As you got to have that covered. And because I'm in this to go all the way, I just feel blessed that I have him in my corner,
Yeah, man, most definitely. And you are going all the way, and you are an influence out here, and we salute you. Don't ever stop, K-Rock. It is in you, and you are a superstar. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yes, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, man. You have a great night and rock on.
You too. Much love to everybody out there. Thanks so much for joining us.
Peace.
All right, brother.